Hi, good day everyone. Now let's review professional education questions from September 24, 2023. So this is Teacher Josh. Okay, let's go. Okay, question number 1 under the PPST. How are newly graduated and PRC registered teacher commonly known? A, proficient, B, novices, C, highly proficient, or D, distinguished? So the answer is B, novices, because beginning teachers are those who have gained the qualifications recognized for entry into the teaching profession. Teachers at this stage are supported to reach career stage 2 within 2 to 3 years. So, beginning teachers, from the word beginning, mga bago pa lang sila. So, they are classified novices. Question number 2. When is table of specifications required in test standardization? A, when the test items are planned, when a tryout test is needed, when test results are to be interpreted, or D, when norms are developed. Bakit gumagawa si teacher ng TOS? So the answer is A, when the test items are planned. A table of specifications allow the teacher to construct a test which focuses on the key areas and weights those different areas based on their importance. A table of specifications provides the teacher with evidence that a test has content validity, that it covers what should be covered. Question number 3, ito yung pinagkaguluhan na question. What game when two groups of students have a category to answer and the group with the highest score guessed from the given topic wins? A, game ka na ba? D, deal or no deal? C, family feud, or D, minute to win it? So the answer is family feud. So it features two families who compete to name the most popular answers to survey questions in order to win cash and prizes. So sa classroom, the teacher can divide the class into two groups, okay? And each team tries to collect the most points. The team with the most points wins the game. So the answer is family feud. Question number 4, based on the K-12 provision, what decision would the teacher make if the students was not able to meet needed expectation in two subject area? A, retain, B, fail, C, pass, or D, remediate? So, two subject area lang ang hindi naipasa ni student. So the answer is remediate. Learners who got a grade of 75 to 79 on one subject will attain enrichment classes, while those who have failing grades on two subjects will attend remedial classes, both happening during the school break. So when two subjects na ang bagsak ni student, he will attend remedial classes. 5. The following forms of traditional and modern technology, which is a most ancient way of communication? Ano yung pinaka-ancient way of communication? A, letter, B, radio, C, Morse code, or D, email? So the answer is letter. Traditional means of communication are letters, telephone, fax, and others. Modern means include email, chats, social media, SMS, teleconferencing, Skype, and FaceTime. Question number 6. Teacher Janet, a math elementary teacher, applies the spiral progression approach in teaching math. Which does she do? A, she tutors weak pupils in math separately. B, she gives realistic math problems for students to solve. C, she builds math concepts learned from the lower grades as she teaches more complex concepts in grade 6 math. Or D, she makes grade 6 students master the math 6 concepts at all once. So the answer is C. She builds math concepts learned from the lower grades as she teaches more complex concepts in grade 6 math. A spiral approach presents a new concept, provides practice on that concept, and then moves to another skill. Each skill is reviewed and revisited throughout math levels, always adding to prior learning. Question number 7. This is the basic rule of the cooperating teacher. Critic and evaluator, mentor and coach, facilitator, or scaffolding? The answer is mentor and coach. A personal growth mentoring approach stresses the role of the mentor teacher as a counselor who is empathetic to the personal needs of pre-service teachers while assisting them in solving personal problems and becoming comfortable about teaching. So this is the number one question during last September 24. Okay, question number 8. When you receive a suspicious email asking you to withdraw a big amount from a prestigious bank upon winning in an automated raffle, which you know you have not participated in, what would be your first and immediate move? A. Ignore the email and delete immediately. B. Take the email and verify to the concerned bank and other agencies. C. Contact the owner of the email and ask him to discuss the email. Or D. Transact immediately the given message. Even prestigious bank yung nag-email, you must ignore the email and delete immediately. To protect yourself from phishing scams sent through email, if an email looks suspicious, don't risk your personal information by responding to it. Delete junk email messages without opening them. Because if you open the email, baka makuha na ang iyong personal information. So you must delete it immediately. 9. One period of child development. What feature characterizes the child in prenatal stage? A. Language. B. Physical growth. C. Social attachment. Or D. Locomotion. The answer is physical growth. Prenatal development is defined as the process of growth and development within the womb from fertilization until birth. The most important developing system at this period is the nervous system. In this system, firstly, the head grows, the cartilage skeletal system emerges, and then the muscles are formed and shaped. At the end of the 8 weeks, the embryo begins to look like a human being. And what is a measure of the spread of test scores? A. Mean. B. Mode. C. Range. Or D. Standard deviation. The answer is standard deviation. Standard deviation tells you how spread out the data is. It is a measure of how far each observed value is from the mean. A high standard deviation means that values are generally far from the mean, while a low standard deviation indicates that values are clustered close to the mean. 11. What is the numerical index of an individual student's actual performance in a test? A. Score. B. Percentage. C. Decile. Or D. Range. The answer is score. A test score is a piece of information, usually a number, that conveys the performance of an examinee on a test. One formal definition is that it is a summary of the evidence contained in an examinee's responses to the items of a test that are related to the construct or constructs being measured. 12. The following are context and perspective of 21st century education as a paradigm shift from that of 20th century except one. Which one is the exception? So ano yung exception? A. Time-based. B. Integrated and interdisciplinary. C. Global classroom. Or D. Relevant and real world. So the answer is not included, time-based. 13. Which is the most recommended mode of instructional delivery today that addresses gaps in distance to increase learning opportunities? A. Modular approach. B. Blended learning. C. Internet-based. Or D. Face-to-face meeting. So, ginawa ito noong may pandemic COVID-19. The answer is blended learning. Blended learning, as defined by DepEd, refers to a learning delivery that combines face-to-face with any or a mix of online distance learning, modular distance learning, and TV radio-based instruction. So the correct answer is blended learning. 14. The lesson presented in class must be selected and designed to respond to the learner's life survival today and his career preparation in the future. This implies which critical attribute of 21st century education? A. Integrated and interdisciplinary. B. technologies and multimedia, C. Global classrooms, or D. Relevant and real world. So designed to survive in this 21st century education. What is your answer? So the answer is relevant and real world. 15. Which of the following represents a message from the teacher who makes an assessment test a constructive process for a student? You did badly compared with the other students. Your grades will improve next time. C. Think of dropping the class now. Or D. Your grade are too low to make you pass. So, dapat mabait na teacher. Mabait ka na teacher. So, the answer is, your grades will improve next time. So, positive pa rin tayo sa ating mga students. Okay, 16. Batas Pambansa Bilang 232, otherwise known as Special Education Act, provides for A. The inclusion of children with special needs in all programs and concerns of the government. B. The inclusion of children with single parent. C. The inclusion of senior citizen needs. Or D. The inclusion of children from disadvantaged and marginalized families. So this is the inclusion of children with special needs in all programs and concern of the government. 17. Who among the following teachers would be mostly the target victim of financial scammer? The generous and kind, the non-financially literate, the passive and submissive, the rich and powerful. The answer is the non-financially literate. Financial knowledge can make an individual more attentive to fraud risk, reduce the relative ignorance to fraudulent scams, and enable them to cultivate greater effectiveness in detecting fraud, while prudent financial behavior can reduce an individual's propensity to be a target for fraud. So, dapat financially literate tayo para hindi tayo ma-scam. Which term from Vygotsky refers to the range of tasks that are too difficult for the child to master alone but that can be learned with guidance of adults or more skilled authors? So, madali lang to. Lifespan development, zone of proximal development, scaffolding, or symbolic function. So, basta Vygotsky, ang answer dyan ay zone of proximal development. So, CPD was a key construct in Lev Vygotsky's theory of learning and development. The zone of proximal development is defined as the space between what a learner can do without assistance and what a learner can do with adult guidance or in collaboration with more capable peers. So, the answer is CPD. 19. What does the baby do during the closing years of babyhood which manifests progress in affected intelligence? Respond to childlike language, recognize friends from strangers, show different emotions, or carry your forgotten? So the answer is show different emotions. Infants will begin to show signs of emotions such as joy, anger, interest, fear, disgust, and surprise as distinct facial expressions. Infants will also begin to laugh out loud for no apparent reason. An infant will socialize with people through babbling and hold conversations together. So, D20, the last question. The stage when maturation and rapid physical development occurs. A. Adolescence. B. Middle adulthood. C. Early childhood. Or D. Early adulthood. So the answer is adolescence. During adolescence, the body usually experiences a growth spurt, which is a time of very rapid growth in height and weight. Puberty, which also happens during adolescence, is the time period of maturation where sexual organs mature. So the answer is adolescence. Okay, so that's all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. So wait for my another uploaded video for the general education. Okay, bye-bye!